Large bushfire on French island, residents told to evacuate. Residents in the path of a bushfire on secluded French island in Victoria's western port have been urged to leave their homes, while fire trucks are being ferried to the island, 2 at a time. An emergency warning was issued for the small and isolated community just after 4 p.m. on Saturday. The out-of-control fire started on Ridge Track on French Island and is burning in a southerly direction towards McLeods Road. As well as 119 residents, French Island is home to a strong koala population, which is sometimes used to repopulate other areas because of its chlamydia-free status. Mim Hope, owner of French Island Glamping, said she could see the fire build quickly from her property about 5 kilometers away. "It's really quite smoky now," she said at 5 p.m. She said she wasn't too worried about the fire coming close to her, as it was spreading in the other direction towards Tankerton. "Friends have already called and said they will send boats and jet skis or anything to get us off if we need to go," she said. "It's a 12-minute crossing, we'll be right." Nicole Cullen arrived on the island on Saturday afternoon for a holiday and said it was a stressful situation. "We arrived and went straight to the cricket ground, as you do," Ms. Cullen said. "We were watching the match and you could see the plume of smoke gradually build. One of the players and a spectator who are both in the CFA actually had to leave. It was a bit surreal. This is such a resilient community and everyone was really calm. The cricket match actually even finished." After the match, Ms. Cullen and her husband took a drive and the severity of the fires was quickly apparent. "We could see flames swooping up and beautiful native trees being burned," she said. "The smoke continued to build, too. There's a large koala population on this island and it would be just devastating to think that had been impacted." Tanya Le Serve, owner of the French Island General Store, said the community was rallying together. "We've got a fantastic local CFA unit here on the island fighting the fire and we've gained mainland support from other local brigades across Base Coast with trucks coming on from Corinella by barge this afternoon," Ms. Le Serve said. "We're all on high alert and the French Island General Store is offering assistance to the community as needed during this stressful time. 2 CFA tankers are on the scene, with 7 more on the way. The island is only accessible by boat and trucks are being taken across from the mainland on a barge, 2 at a time. The barge can only operate in certain tidal conditions. A water bomber has also been helping fight the fire. Residents have been told that leaving now and heading to the main settlement of Tankerton is the safest option before conditions become too dangerous." French Island is Victoria's largest island and is only accessible via the barge or a passenger ferry that runs from Stony Point on the Mornington Peninsula and Cowes at nearby Phillip Island. Residents of French Island mostly live in solitude, with Kylie Minogue one former homeowner. The roads on the island are dirt tracks. There are no police and many of the vehicles are unregistered. It is also known for being free of introduced animals, such as foxes. The bushfires that have scorched millions of hectares of land in the past few months have been particularly devastating for animals. On Kangaroo Island in South Australia, it's estimated that as many as half the 50,000 koalas there have been wiped out by fire. There were 15 bushfires still raging in Victoria on Saturday afternoon, predominantly in East Gippsland and the northeastern alpine regions. Incident management specialists from the US and Canada arrived at Melbourne Airport on Saturday morning, before being deployed to the state's northeast and East Gippsland. Also arriving from the US was the first of 4 large air tankers, to be positioned strategically around the country over the next 50 days. A contingent from the Fiji military force was also set to arrive in Melbourne to start induction training before being deployed to East Gippsland, where a group from the Papua New Guinea Defence Force is already at work. The local Fijian community was planning to welcome the 54 personnel. So far, Bushfires have burnt through more than 1.5 million hectares in Victoria, damaged 387 homes and 602 non-residential buildings. 5 men have died during Victoria's fires.